Hello everyone. Thank you have been waiting for the update of the novel of Magic Emperor spoiler. This time I'm gonna read the spoiler about the arrival on Tianyuan Tiger. But before you hear about that, let me tell you a little bit of the spoiler before. It was so fun that back home to the clan Luo with two others, Yan Zong and Li Jingtian. And when Zofan arrived, he suddenly got some slaps on his as his warm welcome. That's pretty hard, I think. One more thing, before I continue, please don't forget to support us with like, comment, and share, and also subscribe this channel. And still, I open the donation by PayPal that is on description below. I'm not forcing you to do that. That's just as you want to. Okay, everyone, let's go to the spoiler. The arrival of Tianyuan Tiger. In the morning, when the sun began to paint the earth, Luo Yunchang started to open her eyes. Miss Luo, are you wake up? Luo Yunchang turned her head and looking who asked her. It was Zhou Jui. She was the servant of Lei Yutian. On her hands, she's got a bowl of soup that she prepared for Luo Yunchang. Luo Yunchang tried to wake up, but suddenly Zhou Jui helped her to sit on her bed. Zhou Jui, where's Sister Lei? Asked Yunchang. Miss Lei has meeting with Steward Zhuo. Zhou Jui replied. She asked me to give this ginseng soup to you and see how is your condition. At the moment, Luo Yunchang kept silence as he looked to remember about something. So fun, he's back. I have to see him now, said Yunchang. Miss Luo, wait. You better take rest and drink the soup. Steward Zhou will not in hurry, advised Zhou Jui. I want to see him now, said Yunchang. Then Zhou Jui helped her to stand up and accompany her to see Zhou Fan. In the main building, Adelaide, how's about me in your face? Asked Zhou Fan. Apologized this old man. Even I already had practiced it for 2 years, I even can't penetrate the wall of first level, replied Adelaide. No, Adelaide, it wasn't your fault. I admit it's difficult to see it based on your cultivation, said Zhou Fan. Hearing that, Lei Yutian got angry that she felt that Zhou Fan insulted her foster father. Zhou Fan, what did you say? You had been gone for 2 years, and we have to maintain Clan Luo. And now you're back and insulted the cultivation technique of my father? Said Lei Yutian. From yesterday, you always scold me. What was happened with you? I just do my tasks as a servant of this place. Am I doing wrong with you? Asked Zhou Fan to Lei Yutian. 2 years ago, I asked you to organize the shadow team, become the eyes and ears of this family, and they also can be center of the information in the Emperor. But now, as you see, the capital of the Emperor and the 7th pillars had not been touched at all. Zhou Fan continued. What? It's not as easy as you thought, said Yutian angry. I had already sent more than 10 formations to the Hell Valley, but all were caught. Fortunately, they were prepared well to die. So, when they have got caught, they suicide right off the reel. If not, people from the Hell Valley will attack us a year ago. Oh, really? Replied Zhou Fan. Then why I can enter the Hun Then why I can enter to Huanyu city undetected? Sofan laughed arrogantly. Yutian gritting her teeth and scorn, and said, why you not yourself who teach and train it, instead of spreading your charm on the places that you visit? If only the shadow team have a half or quarter of your skill, I bet they can enter the capital emperor or even the gate of emperor undetected. Ha ha ha, okay, that's enough, that's enough. Thank you so much for your contribution for this family. Sofan finished the debating. After that, Commander Pang, who took part of the meeting, said, Miss Lei, I think you have misunderstood. This, my brother Sofan, he always does something unexpected. As you see, when he come back now, he broke two outstanding elders. Oh, thank you for your prize, Commander Pang, replied Sofan. Now it's your turn. Well, actually, before Commander Pang finished his words, Sofan said again, good work. With a note on his hand, Sofan felt satisfied with Commander Pang's job, since Sofan was not on the place. Sofan smiling and he continued, before I go, I ask you to learn martial arts and stay alive until I go back. I know that the martial arts that I gave to you was very difficult for you. But now you're still alive. That means you are a good man and you do your job very well. Commander Pang looked confused. He didn't realize about what Sofan had said to him and thought about his job. Was it so simple? Sofan laughed and tapped his shoulder. Don't think about it. When you succeed practicing the technique, you become the truly pillars of this family that will not irreplaceable in the future. There were the glint in Commander Pang's eyes. After he heard the words from Sofan, he felt so proud about himself. After checking the tasks that Sofan gave to everyone in the meeting, Sofan turned his eyes to small figures on his side. He looked sharp to him. Brother Sofan, I'm still a kid. Please let me go. Yunhai felt a big pressure and tried to beg a pity to Sofan. Looking Yunhai was crying, Sofan hated. He smiled and said, You smell, little kid. How was your cultivation now? Yunhai sweat out and replied, Well, Brother Sofan, I had already built 9 foundations. I'm not in long time. I also passed through the realm condensation tea. After that, Yunhai blinked his one eye to Commander Pang, looking for help. My brother Sofan, Yunhai had already built 9 foundations for 2 years. He's really genius, so please don't get hard to him, said Commander Pang. Okay, if you say so. I want to ask, how long you spend your time to learn it every day? Asked Sofan to Yunhai. 3 hours a day, replied Yunhai. Commander Pang looked surprised. That's true. Yunhai was very good in doing cultivation, and he always spent 3 hours a day to practice it. Oh, okay then. So right now, I will add 7 hours more. So you must learn it 10 hours a day, said Sofan smiling. Yunhai couldn't close his mouth because of his shock. He could not believe it and starting to cry again. No, I can't do this. No, I will die No, 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 I can't do this. No, I will die if I do that, he said. No, no, that's impossible. I will give you a pill every day so you won't die. And later, you will get used to do that after a couple months later, said Sofan laughing. He's really a manifestation of the demon. Yunhai still crying, and he said, so I just have 2 hours a day to take a rest? So how about my playtime? Okay, before I continue it, I want to tell you that is on this story, I don't know, it only has 12 hours a day. So Yunhai practice his cultivation 10 hours and 2 hours to take a rest. So it means 12 hours. Okay, back to the story. Looking Yunhai still crying, Sofan laughing out loud. Then he said, who tell you that you have 2 hours to take a rest? You only have a half hour to take a rest. You have to learn it 1.5 hours. If not, you won't be the next patriarch. Yunhai just tuned and he felt like a big lightning was struck him and he collapsed. Ah, what a little kid. Sofan ignored him. Then he took a cup of tea and said, Miss Luo, why you are here? Yun Chang took off Sui Chui's hands from her and entered the hall slowly. Her eyes started straight to Sofan. Sofan smiled and continued, Miss Luo, are you feel better now? Yun Chang nodded her head. Sofan took a deep breath and said again, Miss Luo, let me introduce you this elder Yan. Miss Luo, let me introduce you. This is Elder Yan, who will be the leader of chemistry in our clan Luo on the future. Then this is Elder Lei, who will be the elder of our clan Luo. Next, he will running our 5th level, and I guarantee if there is someone who try to pass through will get difficulty. Yun Chang smiled and bent her body to show her respect to both of the elders that she just met. Lei Yuntian and Adrian also bent their body and hold their 2 fists together to show their respect back to her. Meanwhile, they looked not impatient, showing about that Sofan looked serious. Then he said, Oh, I think that both of you are not impatient hearing about that. Li Jingtan just in silence, but Elrian said, Steward Zuo, you promised that Clan Luo will be the best in the Emperor, but what is this happened? We are not the best men in this Clan Luo. Li Jingtan still kept on silent. He was hesitated about what Sofan had said. He knew that Clan Luo was the solid clan that he knew. Sofan started to Li Jingtian and Eldrian. Then he said, When I invited both of you in here, I didn't say how big and how strong that Clan Luo have. But Steward Zhou, you yourself said that Clan Luo is the best clan in the Emperor, said Adrian. Before he continued his words, Sofan interrupted him. Do you want to deny me? Sofan shouted. Of course this is made Adrian shocked and trembling. He then shut his mouth and afraid to talk again. Yun Chang bent her body and said, Elderly and Eldrian, I really appreciated that both of you I really appreciate it that both of you are willing to join in our small clan. We also realize that our clan is too small for the great men like you. But please, believe me, with Steward So in here, in the future, Clan Luo will be the great clan. But if both of you are not satisfied and want to leave, I will not stop you, said Yun Chang seriously. Adrian and Elder Ling Jingtan looked at each other. They were touched by kindness of Luo Yun Chang, but not for Zhou Fan. Why both of you too much protesting? Shouted Zhou Fan. After Yun Chang talked about something that touched them, now Zhou Fan words made them frightened. It's just like Yun Chang is an angel, but Zhou Fan is the manifestation of demon. If you think that Clan Luo is weak, then I will say that on 5 years later, Clan Luo will be as strong as the 7 pillars, and less than 10 years, Clan Luo will be more stronger than 7 pillars. If you don't want to be the elder in here, then I ask you to leave from here. But remember what will happen next. Li Jingtian and Elder Yan immediately trembling and afraid, hearing Zhou Fan's words. And they also felt there was a bad intention from Zhou Fan. They thought that if Zhou Fan stared too offended, they knew that this was gonna be the last day. They also starting feel the cold sweat running to their body. Suddenly, they directly bent their knee and said, "Miss Luo and Steward Zuo, we're just kidding, so please don't be mad." Yun Chang was surprised with both of them. Why do they do like that, whereas both of them are the great people? They were willing to be the elder without any doubt. Then Yun Chang came close to them and said, "Elders, no, please stand up. Don't be like this." But they still on their knees and frightened. Yun Chang turned her head and looked to Zhou Fan and said, "Zhou Fan, you, please stop it." Zhou Fan answered freaked, "Okay, all of this because of you, Miss Luo. I will let you go, but don't forget about this day." Thank you, Steward Zuo. Thank you, Miss Luo, said Adrian and Li Jingtian together. Watching that, Zhou Fan that complete to Yun Chang. They started to think that in future they have got to get close to Yun Chang for their safety. After that, they left the building. Yun Chang and everyone who were there couldn't believe that both of the elders were complete to Zhou Fan. But then Zhou Fan looked irritated and grumbled, "Damn you coward old man." Right now, Yun Chang looked to Zhou Fan. She never thought the days that she'd been waiting for had come. Then she said, "Zhou Fan, you look so strong now. How could you do this? I almost couldn't recognize you anymore. But not only you, all the people in this place also has fighted to be more stronger." Zhou Fan just smiled and said, "Yes, correctly. I also see that they already work well, and they also could pass over my expectation." Yun Chang smiled and asked, "But why then you become hard to them?" Zhou Fan laughed. "Ha ha ha. Become hard is the only way to teach them in order to they become better. If not, they might be forget themselves and underestimate their patriarch," said Zhou Fan seriously. Yun Chang looked hesitated and said, "But Sister Lei and everyone in here are our family. We always stay close and they never leave us in our bad times." Are you not too much to them? Sofan replied. As the patriarch of the family, you have to be more wise and be careful. No one knows who will betray us in the future. Because of that, you have to be firm and strong. If not, pass over the 7 pillars will only just a dream. Yunchang watched Jovan. She started to think about all the consequences that would happen. She said again to Sofan, Sofan, you are really terrified. Will you be the enemy of Clan Wu in the future? Sofan replied shortly, Maybe. Hearing the answer, Yunchang's heart was trembling. Then she said, If you said so, I'd better die in your hand, rather than become your enemy. Hearing this, Sofan's heart was trembling. That was true. There was a hard feeling remaining. He opened his eyes widely and said, Who knows about the future? Hearing Sofan answered, Yunchang becoming silent. The atmosphere becoming dead silent. Suddenly, Yunhai ran to his sister and cried, Sister, sister, Sister Yunchang, Brother Sofan wants to kill me. He asked me to practice 10 hours a day and 1.5 to study. I will not have time to rest or even play. Yunchang smiled and said, Sofan, is that too much to ask the small kids to practice 10 hours a day? Sofan replied, No, that isn't. All this because of his goodness in the future. He must be the best patriarch ever. I don't want to make him become spoiled and ended like the patriarchs before. Hearing Sofan's explanation, Yunchang couldn't say anything. She turned to Yunhai and said, Yunhai, don't give up. You already know the reason why, don't you? So don't cry again. I also have fight with you. What? Said Yunhai didn't believe that his sister agreed to Sofan, and again he fell down and collapsed. Sofan just laughed. In the same time, out of the building in the pathway down of the Black Wind Mountain, there were 4 experts who came and standing there. One of them said, No wonder if foster father asks us to go to this place. There's something unusual out here. Then a man with a green robe looking around the formation and said, What do you think about this formation? Someone behind suddenly tapped 2 people's head and said, This is the strongest formation, he said. But if you think that this is the strongest formation, why do you have to come in here in a hurry? Isn't it enough to protect them? Said one of the red men hair. The man with the green robe said, Third brother, the instruction to root out the demon have the strongest power that incredible. So that's why the emperor asks us to help in here soon. No matter we have to pass the ocean of fire, we have to come on time. The red-haired man was laughed and he understood what the green-robed man had said. Looking that, the green-robed man made a fist to the Black Wind Mountain and shouted, The 4 generals under the command of Minister Dugu Zantian give the respect to the Patriarch of Luo. His shouts were so loud and echoing 10 miles away until it reached Sofan's ears. Sofan was surprised and thought to himself, 4 generals under Minister Dugu Zantian? Why do they are here? Okay everyone, thank you so much for listening. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you won't leave our new video. And I'm so sorry if there is maybe kind of bird voice that you hear, that because of the lovebird that I have in my house. Thank you and goodbye.